She took over her uncle's delivery job for one day and ended up at a millionaire's front door. But before we dive into the full story, let me know where you're watching from and what time it is now. Subscribe to the channel and let's get started. The city pulsed, a restless hum of horns and footsteps. Avery Bennett wove her delivery van through downtown's veins, the wheels slick under her calloused hands. Her hazel eyes flicked to the dashboard clock, 11:38 a.m. 3 packages left, then to her uncle's bedside. She hummed a faint tune, sneakers tapping the pedal, the van's cargo rattling, a basketball's bounce echoing from the back. Coffee scented the air, her thermos jostling, her dream of a community court, a quiet fire. A sharp cry cut through. Avery slammed the brakes, tires screeching. An elderly woman lay crumpled on the sidewalk, cane skittering across pavement. Passers-by glanced, moved on. Avery's heart lurched. She killed the engine, leapt out, and knelt beside the woman. "Hey, you okay?" Her voice steadied like a court captain's call. The woman's face twisted, wrist bleeding. "My arm!" she gasped. Avery's hands, swift from years taping sprains, tore a strip from her jersey, wrapping the wound, pressing gently. "Stay with me," she said, fingers firm, tender, a coach's touch. The woman's eyes, pain-clouded, met hers, grateful, fragile, like a lantern in a storm. Sirens wailed closer. Avery flagged the paramedics, cargo pants dusted. "She's stable, wrists cut bad," she said, stepping back as they took over. Time screamed in her head. She sprinted to the van, gunned the engine, and sped to the glass tower on Fifth Avenue. The lobby gleamed, marble, polish, sharp air. Avery clutched the package, sneakers squeaking, darting to the elevator. Floor 42, doors open to glass and steel, Ethan Cole at a desk, posture rigid, eyes slicing. "You're late," he snapped, voice a whip. 22 minutes, unacceptable." Avery's breath caught. Excuses waste time," he cut in, hands clasped, suit ablade. His words stung, a buzzer ending a game. Avery's shoulders tensed, eyes steady. She set the package down, silent, warmth dim but alive. She turned, sneakers soft on carpet, and left. Ethan watched, jaw tight. The office buzzed. Phones, keyboards, deals. He turned to his screen, but a co-worker's voice drifted. Some delivery girl stopped for an old lady who fell, held up Elm. Ethan's chest tightened, a shadow crossing his mind, faint like dawn on a rice field. Curiosity flickered, tugging his control. He shook it off, but it clung. Avery drove, city a blur. Her hands gripped the wheel, Ethan's words echoing. Had she done right? The woman's eyes, soft with thanks, said yes. Her uncle's voice, weak, rang. Never pass by need. She parked, checked her phone. A hospital bill, due soon, a quiet wait. Her community court dream felt distant, yet burned. Ethan alone eyed the security feed on his laptop. The coworker's words nagged. He rewound. Found Elm Street. Avery, kneeling, hands swift, face fierce with care. No hesitation, no thought of time. His chest tightened again, control cracking. Curiosity grew, a breeze through a window, whispering he'd misjudged her. Avery entered the hospital, antiseptic sharp. Her uncle slept, breathing slow. She touched his hand, then checked the van. A basketball, its bounce a steady thump. She smiled, a vow. She'd keep going. For him, the court, the woman on Elm. Even if 22 minutes late. Avery slumped in her uncle's cramped apartment, the air heavy with liniment and old wood. Her sneakers, dusty from the day, lay scattered by the door. She sat cross-legged, a basketball cradled in her lap, its thump steady as she tapped it. Her hands, calloused from courts, traced its seams, her voice humming low, grounding. On the table, the hospital bill sat like a stone, her uncle's cough echoing faintly. Her dream of a community court glowed, a distant spark. Her phone buzzed. A teammate's text lit the screen. "Court tonight? Need you." Her fingers paused, then typed, "Can't. Uncle stuff." She stood pacing, cargo pants swishing. The Elm Street scene replayed. The fallen woman, Ethan's biting, unacceptable. Insecurity gnawed. Am I enough? She'd stopped, honored her uncle's vow. That was her win, not Ethan's clock. Another text. Fundraisers starting. For the court, kids' parents joining in. Dusk fell, purple and gold veiling the city. She nodded, hope flickering, a seed for her dream. She opened a drawer, pulling a photo. Her uncle, grinning courtside. Arm around teenage Avery, braces glinting. Her hand brushed the frame, a quiet anchor. At 12, her parents' split left static. Her uncle's whistle became her lifeline. Teaching dribbling, the game's rhythm, never turning from need. That promise drove her today, kneeling on the sidewalk, blood on her hands. Her throat tightened, fingers lingering, heart heavy with care. Across town, Ethan sat in his office, the skyline stark through glass. The days hum, meetings, deals, faded. His watch's tick, the only sound. Suit jacket hung loose, tie discarded. His fingers grazed a drawer, pulling it open. A faded photo, edges curled. A boy, 8, smiled beside a woman with kind eyes. His mother. Her leaving, the doors click. His father's steel voice stung. Her smile, though, whispered love, buried deep. He pushed the photo away, hand lingering. Why now? The co-worker's words echoed. Delivery girl stopped for an old lady. Avery, her name lodged, a ripple in his world. He'd snapped, control his blade, but her choice, her delay, her dignity, stirred curiosity. What drove her? The footage, paused on his laptop, showed her kneeling, fierce with care. His father's performance is all rang hollow. He paced, shoes silent, curiosity burning. Avery stepped to the fire escape, the city's hum rising below. She tapped the basketball, its thump a rhythm, hands firm. Ethan's words stung, but the woman's grateful eyes proved her right. Her uncle's lift others echoed. She'd lifted, would lift again. The bill loomed, her community court dream distant. The fundraiser with parents joining might bridge it. She brushed the frame again, breath sharp, insecurity softening, not gone. Ethan drove, sedan slicing through dusk's veins. No plan, just motion. His mother's smile burned. He'd built control, bricks against loss. Avery's act, raw and human, slipped through cracks. A court passed, kids' shouts, a ball's thump calling. Curiosity, not control, pulled him to her world, her warmth a melody he craved. Avery returned inside, setting the ball down. The photo, her uncle's grin shone. Her choice wasn't instinct, it was a vow, etched by his lessons. Never turn away. She'd stopped, couldn't walk past need. Her phone buzzed. You sure? We miss you, she smiled, typing. Tomorrow, promise. Ethan parked, court lights flickering. He stepped out, air cool, kids' laughter sharp. He didn't know why here, only that Avery's courage, her heart, called. The photos whisper, his mother's love, once real, merged with Avery's act, a song caught in the throat. Curiosity drove him, a step toward her light. Court sounds rose, sneakers squeaking, balls bouncing, kids shouting. Avery sprinted across the community court's asphalt, her breath a sharp rhythm. The basketball's weight steadied her as she arced a shot, kissing the rim, dropping through. Her smile, warm, unguarded, flashed as she called to Mia, a shy girl with all elbows. Watch the rim, Mia. Her voice, firm but kind, cut through, a coach's whistle. Her jersey clung damp, the court her anchor. She dribbled, weaving through imagined defenders, body fluid like water over stones. Twilight settled, streetlights flickering like fireflies. Ethan's unacceptable stung, but the court dulled it. She'd stopped for the woman on Elm Street, kept her uncle's vow, her win, not his clock. Mia missed, shoulders slumping. Avery brushed the hoop, smiling. Try again, her call directed. Her pulse surged, the hospital bill distant, her community center dream alive here. Across town, Ethan sat in his office, skyline jagged through glass. His laptop glowed, security footage paused on Avery, kneeling by the fallen woman, face fierce with care. His gray eyes narrowed, tracing her. Torn jersey, steady touch, no hesitation. The co-worker's delivery girl stopped for an old lady echoed. Avery, her name rippled, curiosity burning brighter, cracking his control. He stood, tie loosened, pacing the sterile room. His mother's photo, 8-year-old him, lay in the drawer, unanswered. Avery's act challenged his father's control as strength. Why her? He closed the laptop, curiosity driving him to see her. Grabbing his keys, the office's hum faded, her warmth a melody calling. Ethan's sedan roared through the city, court lights beckoning. He parked, the clamor hitting, kids shouting, Avery at the heart. She shone, coaching Mia, her smile aflame in the dusk. He stepped out, suit stark against the chain-link fence, sneakers scuffing. His gray eyes softened, posture easing, tracing her, alive, whole, a world his lacked. The basketball's weight from her game grounded him. Avery sank a jumper, kids whooping. Her call directed, "Knees bent, Mia, shoot!" Asphalt and sweat scented the air, rooting her. Ethan's rebuke faded. Here, she was enough. Her uncle's lift others echoed. She lifted that woman, now Mia. Mia grazed the rim, Avery's cheer ringing, their bond growing. Ethan leaned forward, hands in pockets. Her fire stirred him. Merely a man, hungry for her rhythm. Avery spotted him, tall, out of place. Eyes piercing, yet uncertain. Her smile quirked. "Hey, suit!" she called, gesturing to the game. A dare. She brushed the hoop again, nodding. Ethan stepped closer, hands awkward. The ball's weight steady. Kids giggled, Mia's eyes wide, Avery's smile inviting. He held the ball, its heft new. A memory flickered. His mother, a park, her laugh as he shot. Avery's act, her warmth, reshaped her, like a face under starlight. She wasn't just late, she was human, selfless, a melody he craved. "Join or watch," Avery said, turning to Mia, her voice a beat. Ethan joined, passing to a wiry kid. Not Mia, curiosity alive. The ball's weight felt right, his posture easing further. Avery watched, intrigued. He wasn't cold now, his eyes open, hungry. Her call directed Mia. "Watch the rim." The game surged, her pulse surged. The court her anchor. She didn't know he'd seen the footage. Didn't know he sought her, not to judge, but to feel. Ethan paused at the fence, ball in hand. Mia's next shot swishing, Avery's laugh wrapping him. Kids' shouts, her voice. It was a world unknown. He didn't play long, but stayed, watching, her melody sinking into his bones. Curiosity drove him, a step toward her, toward something real. Avery's whistle cut the air, sharp and clear. She dribbled hard, sneakers squeaking, her voice a coach's call. "Stay loose, Mia." The basketball's anchor steadied her as she sank a layup, kids cheering, their voices a bright tide. She clapped the asphalt, urging Mia, now bolder, to shoot. Dawn-tinted gold, nets swaying in a crisp breeze. The court was a vibrant beat, jersey damp, Ethan's clumsy shots last night a faint echo, his quiet Ethan a note she couldn't place. Mia sank a jumper, grinning, and Avery's voice whooped, ringing like a folk melody. Her steps paced, directing a teen's stance, words firm, kind, a whistle's echo. Avery fidgeted with a basketball-shaped keychain, her lucky charm from her first game, before clapping the asphalt again. Ethan's presence, his awkward smile, his step into her world, stirred something. Not the Kohl's CEO, but a man, curious, real. She stole the ball, body a blur, her uncle's vow fueling her community center dream, the hospital bill a shadow. Across town, Ethan sped through the city, sedan slicing corners, tie gone, sleeves rolled up. Avery's fire, her laugh, her court, clung, a melody he chased. Her Elm Street act, her dare, turned curiosity to engagement. His father's performances all crumbled against her warmth. He drove here, her light a tide he wouldn't fight. He parked, the court's clamor washing over. Avery shone, coaching Mia, her voice cutting. "Stay loose, shoot!" Kids swarmed, her steps pacing, alive. Ethan stepped out, suit jacket gone, steps hesitant against the chain-link fence. The basketball an anchor. His hands flexed, unsure, watching her. Fierce, whole, a flame he couldn't turn from. Avery spotted him, same spot, same gaze. Persistent, her voice teased. "Back, suit!" She clapped the asphalt, voice bright. Ethan's hands tightened on the ball, a step forward. "Maybe," he said, voice steady, nearly lost in the din. She laughed, pointing to the game. "Then move," she called, pairing him with a wiry kid. Not Mia, her voice a melody as she coached. Ethan dribbled, clumsy, the ball's anchor new. A memory flashed. His mother, a park hoop, her clap as he missed. His heart stirred, joy buried under discipline, tying him to Avery's court, her warmth. He passed, the kid darting, Mia cheering nearby. Avery watched, intrigued. He moved like he was learning to breathe. Stiff, then smoother, his effort mirroring her fire. Mia missed, and Avery's voice lifted. "Stay loose, try." Her steps paced, nodding at Ethan. He shot, airball. Kids roared, Mia giggling, Avery's laugh bright, not cruel, pulling him in. Ethan flushed, hands flexing, and chased the ball, dribbling, finding a faint rhythm. Avery's voice coached. "Knees bent." He shot, grazing the rim. Mia clapped. Ethan's lips twitched, a smile like a bud breaking soil. The game surged, sweat and shouts blending. Avery stole, scored, her voice guiding Mia. Nice form! Ethan passed, ran, tried, his world brushing hers, her courage, his hunger. She didn't know he'd seen her truth, didn't know he sought her to feel alive. He didn't know her dream's depth, her vow. Their deeds, her coaching, his trying, wove them closer, a thread unnoticed until now. Avery called a break, kids scattering, Mia high-fiving her. She jogged to Ethan, voice soft. Not bad, suit. She tossed him a towel, keychain glinting, her voice searching. He caught it, hands steady, eyes meeting hers. Curious, raw, seeing her, not the late delivery girl. Ethan, he said, sudden, his name an offering. She nodded, voice warm. Avery. The court hummed, dawn brightening. They stood, towel and ball between them, a moment fragile as a lantern's glow. The ball's anchor, its tie to his mother's joy, pulled Ethan deeper, himself unguarded in Avery's world. A melody he'd follow, step by clumsy step. Mia's jumper arced high, swishing through the net. Avery wove through a pickup game, sneakers screeching, her voice a coach's sharp call. Find your shot, Mia. The basketball's rhythm hummed in her grip as she faked left, tossing to Mia, now bold with practice. Go! Her smile brightened, jersey clinging with sweat. A clear midday sun burned high, heat rippling off asphalt. The court was a living rhythm, Mia's grin wide, Ethan's dawn effort, his shots, his Ethan, a quiet spark. Avery sank a jumper, fists pumping. Ethan's "you're more than enough" eased her insecurity, but fear stirred. Could her community center, kids, elders, healing, outgrow her? Her nod urged Mia, voice steady. Find your shot, nice. Her uncle's lift others was her vow. A teammate's text, grant from a sports foundation, it'll help the hospital. Lightened the bill's weight, her uncle's cough eased, the grant buying better care. Her dream neared, yet its scale loomed, a well cracking. Across town, Ethan sped through traffic, sedan weaving, tie gone, sleeves rolled up. Avery's fire, her laugh, her court, burned, a melody he chased. Her Elm Street act, her dare, turned curiosity to engagement. His father's control is strength dissolved in her warmth. He drove to her, to feel human, her dream a rhythm he craved. He parked, the court's clamor a wave. Avery shone, coaching Mia, her voice cutting, find your shot, shoot. Kids swarmed, her nod urging, alive. Ethan stepped out, stride boulder against the chain-link fence, the basketball an anchor, his breath caught, watching her. Fierce, whole, a flame he couldn't turn from, her dream pulling him deeper. Avery caught his gaze mid-play, smile bright, persistent. Ethan back? She called, voice teasing. He nodded, breath steady. Couldn't miss it. She laughed, tapping the hoop. Earn it, she said, pairing him with a teen. Not Mia, her voice a melody as she coached. Ethan passed, ran, the ball's rhythm less foreign, tying him to his mother's park, Avery's world. Mia sank a shot, Avery's whoop ringing, their bond tight. Ethan listened, dribbling, as Avery shared, voice alive. This court's the start, a center, kids, elders, healing through movement. Her eyes sparked, hope raw, fear hidden, his breath caught, her dream stirring him. He acted, grabbing water bottles from his car, passing them out. Mia helping, her hands eager. Like this? Mia asked, mimicking him. Ethan's breath softened. Perfect. Kids grinned, Avery's smile warming, her basketball-shaped keychain glinting as she handed him one. Later, Ethan fixed a wobbly hoop, hands steady, shirt stained. His axe, unasked, mirrored her Elm Street kneel, her warmth seeping in. Avery watched, breathless, his effort easing her fear. The grant, Mia's fundraiser, Ethan's water, her dream felt real, enough. But the rift widened. What if her center grew beyond her? Her nod urged Ethan to shoot. He did. Rim, not net. Mia laughed, Avery's cheer pulling him in. The game surged, sweat and shouts blending. Avery stole, scored, coached. Nice, Mia. Ethan passed, ran, his breath quick, heart racing. Their worlds wove, her fire, his hunger. She didn't know he'd seen her truth, didn't know he sought her to live. He didn't know her fear, her vow. Their deeds, her coaching, his helping, bound them tighter. Avery called a break, kids scattering, Mia high-fiving her. She approached Ethan, smile soft. "You're finding your rhythm." She handed him a water, her uncle's gift, her lucky charm, pressed into his hand. "Keep it," she said, voice warm. His breath caught, eyes holding hers. "You're building something real." She blinked, fear easing, rift smaller, his words a vow. The court thrummed, sun clear. They stood, water and keychain between them, a moment fragile as a lotus bloom. Ethan's heart raced, her dream his rhythm, her warmth his north, a melody he'd chase, step by steady step. Rain lashed the court, asphalt slick, hoops net flapping. Avery sprinted across, sneakers skidding, her basketball's rhythm steady in her grip. Her voice hummed, fierce but soft, jersey drenched, cargo pants heavy. The court was empty, kids gone, her late coaching with Mia cut short by the sky's split. Ethan's water bottles, his hoop fix, his "you're more than enough" warmed her, her acceptance firm. She'd try, limits and all. Under the awning, rain hammering, her heart raced. Mia, braver now, had slipped her a note before fleeing. Fundraisers at $20,000, court kids pitching in. Rain-shadowed streetlights cloaking the city. A sports foundation grant, pushed by Mia's mom, would cover the hospital, easing her uncle's weakness. The center's cost loomed, but Ethan's effort, his name, cracked her open. Not the CEO's unacceptable, but a man, raw, hers. Her hands steadied, spinning the ball, her uncle's never turn away her vow. Across town, Ethan sped through slick streets, wipers slashing, sedan a shadow. Tie gone, shirt damp, he chased Avery's fire. Her coaching, her dream, her Elm Street act, her passes, her Avery, turned engagement to hunger. His father's control is strength dissolved. He needed her to feel human, rain, no barrier. He parked, the awning's glow faint. Avery stood, humming, hands steady, ball spinning. His gray eyes traced her, feet planted, sneakers soaked, the basketball an anchor. The court, a steady haven, and rain's beat sealed them, far from his tower. Avery glanced up, voice teasing. "Ethan, still my suit?" Her eyes searched, a lantern's glow. He jogged to the awning, breath quick, touching the keychain. Her gift, a reminder of her uncle's faith, in his pocket. "Couldn't stay away," he said, voice low. She laughed, setting her ball down. "Stay dry." They stood close, rain dripping, truths unspoken. Avery's hands steadied, voice warm. "Mia's fundraisers at $20,000. Court kids in. The grant, it's real. Center's close." Her eyes dimmed. "Uncle's weak, though. The center's huge. I'll try." Her voice broke, acceptance raw. Ethan leaned closer, gray eyes raw. "What?" he asked, voice pulling. He spoke halting, touching the keychain. "My mother taught me to shoot. Laughed when I missed. Left at 8. Father built walls, rules, no warmth. I controlled it all." His gray eyes held hers, pulse quickened. "You, Avery, your heart, Elm Street, Mia. You're tearing them down. I don't want them." His mother's laugh grounded him, his hunger hers. Avery blinked, rain blurring, his truth hers. Ethan, guarded, was open, his past hers. Her limits, shared, lightened. Her gaze steadied, brushing his hand. "You're here," her voice vowed, warm. He nodded, hand near hers, rain binding them. She grabbed her ball, eyes daring. "One shot," she said, tossing his ball. Ethan grinned, dawn-like, and dribbled, rain splashing. Her gaze steadied Mia's absence, her voice coached. "Follow through." He shot, grazing the rim, keychain heavy. Her laugh, a melody, pulled him in. They paused, soaked. The court a haven, streams joining. Avery stepped back, voice warm. "Solid try, suit, keep up." She tossed a towel, eyes searching. He caught it, gray eyes whole, keychain's weight her gift. "You're enough," he said, a hymn. Her gaze steadied, acceptance firm, her center's plan alive. She'd build it, with Mia, him, the grant. The rain eased, awnings dripped steady. They stood, towel and balls between them, a moment tender as a village lantern. Ethan's heart raced, Avery's dream his home, her warmth his north. Her fire, her try, was a melody he'd live, step by clumsy step. The court roared, kids sprinting, balls thudding, sneakers squealing. Avery stood at the heart of the open court, her sports and wellness center, doors wide, shouts a bright hymn. Elders stretched, ex-athletes coached, sweat and hope thick. Soft dawn glowed, sunlight spilling over fresh asphalt. Avery's eyes, hazel and fierce, shone, tracksuit crisp, the open court logo bold. Her uncle, stronger after nearly a year of rest, walked with a cane, the Sports Foundation grant and Mia's $25,000 fundraiser, fueled by court kids and families, clearing most debts. Her dream, sparked 22 minutes late, thrived. Avery high-fived Mia, now tall, her hands steadying a senior stretch, voice firm. A year ago, Ethan's unacceptable cut deep, her Elm Street stop a vow tested. Now, that moment, woven with Ethan's water bottles, his hoop fix, his rain-soaked truth, built this. Her dream was hers to hold, shared with Mia's growth, Ethan's presence, the community's strength. Ethan stood at the court's edge, faded hoodie and sweatpants, posture open, voice low, coaching a kid. Keep trying. He set up nets, passed balls, movements sure. The keychain, basketball-shaped, Avery's gift, hung from his pocket, leather worn. Simply Ethan, his heart full. His mother's keep trying, said as he shot, lived in his voice, her memory a light reclaimed, walls gone. Avery climbed a stage, kids cross-legged, Mia eager, elders attentive. Her voice soared, a folk melody. A year ago, I was a delivery driver, late by 22 minutes. Her eyes sparked, teasing. I stopped for someone, got chewed out. Laughter rippled, Ethan's grin flashing, front row. I thought not enough meant no shot. Value's not speed, it's who we stop for. Mia nodded, her shot later proof. The crowd roared, cheers a tide. Avery's eyes met Ethan's, heart full. He'd supported this. No plaque, just coffee, nets, games. His rain confession, his mother's absence, his walls, bound them, their healing shared, enough. Mia leapt up, shaped by Avery's lessons, speaking boldly. Avery taught me to shoot. This is home. Cheers surged, Avery's eyes bright, Mia's growth her vow fulfilled. Ethan joined a game, coaching Mia. Keep trying, his mother's words alive in his voice. Her shot sank, net swishing, kids whooping. He glanced at Avery, coaching a girl, her fire fierce as that first dusk. He'd sought control, found her, home in her dream, her warmth. The keychain, her gift, was her heart, a vow he'd keep. He passed, shot, ball kissing the net, Mia's clap sharp. Avery jogged over, tossing a water, brushing her hand. Nice shot, she said, eyes warm, searching. He caught it, fingers brushing, voice soft. Couldn't miss. She laughed, bumping his shoulder, a moment fragile, like a lotus pond at dawn. Her uncle watched, cane firm, his grin a beacon. The grant and fundraiser his breath, her dream theirs. The court, a vibrant hum, buzzed with Mia darting, elders chatting, kids shouting. Avery and Ethan moved through it, side by side, her fire his rhythm. She didn't need his title, didn't need the footage. He didn't know her full fear, her vows' depth. Their acts, her center, his coaching, spoke, a thread unbreakable. The open court shone, a beacon for the overlooked, built on 22 minutes. Mia's shot, a shared heart. Avery paused, eyes on the crowd. Then Ethan, keychain in his hand. We did it, she said, brushing her hand. Her hands steadied, heart full. He nodded, posture light, keychain her heart, his home. They didn't speak, didn't need to. The dawn's light, the court's hum, their breath said enough. Love came 22 minutes late, stayed for a lifetime. The game surged, the center alive. Avery coached, Ethan played, Mia scored. Their worlds won, a soft dawn breaking, hands clasped in quiet peace. If this story moved you, if it reminded you that hope can be found in the most surprising moments, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Heartwarming Love Story. We bring you stories that touch the soul, renew your belief in kindness, and highlight what's truly important in life.